Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this post-match presentation. Before we begin, BCCI would like to thank Dream 11 and Adidas for their continuous support. BCCI would like to thank the Cricket Association of Puducherry, the local authorities, and all those who were involved in the smooth conduct of the matches throughout this series. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our presentation party for today. Mr. Devajit Saikia, the Joint Secretary of BCCI. To his left, Mr. Damodharan, the founder, Cricket Association of Pondicherry. We have Mr. V. Chandran, the Honorary Secretary, Cricket Association of Pondicherry, and Mr. Mamun Majumdar, member Apex Council, BCCI. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. First, it's time to call Saurabh Tiwari, the captain of East Zone. निश्चित तौर पे नाराज होंगे आप, लेकिन एक समय ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैच बन गया है।
हाँ, जब रियान और कुमार कुसागरा बैटिंग कर रहा था तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि हम लोग जीत जाएंगे, बट नो प्रॉब्लम सर। हम लोग थ्रू आउट टूर्नामेंट अच्छा क्रिकेट खेले हैं और फुल क्रेडिट गोज़ टू बॉयज़ की थ्रू आउट टूर्नामेंट बैटिंग हो चाहे बॉलिंग हो, दोनों में बहुत ही अच्छा ये लोग परफॉर्म किया।
और ये बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि अपने आप में, क्योंकि एक समय ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद आप लोग फाइनल तक ना पहुँच पाएँ, लेकिन टीम ने जिस तरह का प्रदर्शन किया,
नहीं, हमें पूरा बिलीव था कि हम लोग फाइनल खेलेंगे, क्योंकि अगर आप टीम देखेंगे तो बहुत ही बैलेंस्ड साइड है। बैटिंग में भी 8-9 नंबर तक हमारे बैट्समैन हैं और बॉलिंग में भी अच्छे ऑलराउंडर हैं, तो हमें कभी डाउट नहीं था कि हम लोग फाइनल नहीं खेलेंगे। बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कांग्रेस टू साउथ जोन टीम टू विनिंग देवधर ट्रॉफी।
और इस मैच की अगर बात करें, कहाँ थोड़ी सी कमी लग गई? 72 पे 4, 328 रन का पीछा, शुरुआत शायद उस तरह की मिली नहीं।
हम लोग टारगेट रखे थे कि 280, 300 में रोकेंगे, बट आई थिंक जो नेक्स्ट 29 रन था वो थोड़ा हम लोग को प्रॉब्लम हुआ, बट स्टिल नो प्रॉब्लम सर। हम लोग कुछ सीखे हैं यहाँ पर और ट्राई करेंगे कि जब नेक्स्ट टाइम आए तो वो वाला गलती वो दोहराए नहीं।
सौरभ, आपको और आपकी टीम को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद। जिस तरह से आप लोगों ने राइट थ्रू द टूर्नामेंट आपने क्रिकेट खेल के दिखाया है, हमारी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
द कैप्टन ऑफ ईस्ट जोन, सौरभ तिवारी. And now it's time to call the player of the match. And as far as the player of the match is concerned, when somebody comes out and plays an inning of that sort, it has to be Rohan Kundumal. A brilliant 100 in the final. He'll collect a check of 25,000 from Mr. Devajit Saikia, the Joint Secretary of BCCI. Now it is time for the player of the series, and one player who's been very consistent with the bat, with the ball, it's Riyan Parag of East Zone. The man of the series will receive a check of 1 lakh from Mr. P. Damodharan. Riyan, if you can come and have a word with us, please. You must be a little disappointed. We thought that you'll take the team home.
Yeah, that was the plan. I think me and Kumar were like we had talked things through, and we were really going to unleash after the 40th over. But I was unfortunate that I got out, and then right after a few overs, Kushagra got out. So yeah, pretty disappointed.
But as far as this tournament is concerned, a couple of hundreds, then this knock in the final, must be really satisfied the way you have performed.
I would have been totally satisfied if I could have won the game tonight, but I think yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way I've played, the way I've batted and bowled. So yeah, no complaints.
And bowling is something that you really work on, don't you?
Yes, I think I've been fortunate to have two legends in my IPL team as well. So I talk a lot with them, Ravi Ash and Yuzi Bhai. So I think a lot of input from there and a lot of hard work, and I've bowled a lot of overs in the domestic season. So I think like I'm seeing the results of that.
And as far as going forward is concerned, scope for improvement?
For sure. I think there's always scope for improvement. I need to work on a few things. I know what they are. I think I'm going to go back, take a few days off, and get right back on track.
Riyan, it was such a pleasure to watch you bat. Our best wishes are with you.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
That was the man of the series, Riyan Parag. And now it's time to call Mayank Agarwal, the captain of South Zone. Mayank, such a proud moment as a captain.
Oh yes, very proud moment. I think all the credit must go to all the boys. Really enjoyed the intensity and the intent we played with, and the kind of hard work they put in through the tournament was fantastic.
And as far as South Zone is concerned, dominating red ball cricket and now white ball cricket.
Yeah, it feels good. We carried the momentum from the Dilip Trophy, but it was very important to create that environment and that hunger. So it was it's very satisfying to see us that hungry and willing to put in those yards. And credit to all of them for being very consistent and not getting complacent. It could be very easy for any of us to just go out there, become complacent, saying, okay, we've already qualified for the finals. But any of the games we were very clinical.
As far as this game was concerned, that opening wicket partnership did the trick.
Yeah, it was key. We realized that whenever we've played here, it's a bit slow. So with the new ball, we got to take our chances and try and dominate, and that's exactly what we did. And it was phenomenal of Rohan to play that kind of inning.
A little tense in the middle overs, especially when Kushagra and Rian were out there in the middle.
Yeah, it was a bit tense. I thought both of them had planned really well and executed their plans. And as soon as the fast bowlers came in, they just kept going. And credit to them for the way they took on the bowlers, and they kept succeeding even though it was on the longer side of the boundary and against the wind. But you got to clap your hands when somebody plays that well.
And as far as Mayank is concerned, we thought it's been a pretty good tournament for you, pretty consistent.
Yeah, very happy with the way I've batted. Would have definitely liked 200-300s, to get 450s. But yeah, I think for me, contributing every single game and putting those performances consistently is the key. And I'm somebody that likes to play to win, and I will be very happy.
Moving forward?
Continue. I think I've really started off from where I left last season, getting a lot of runs, and I just want to continue doing that. I'm enjoying my cricket, working really hard, developing new shots, and I just want to continue to do that and enjoy the game.
We thoroughly enjoyed your performance, Mayank. Keep it up, and our best wishes with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was the captain of South Zone. Now you can go and collect the trophy. That will be handed over by Mr. Devajit Saikia, the Joint Secretary of BCCI. This edition of the Professor D.B. Deodhar Trophy, the champions are South Zone.
What a glittering trophy, and he will be, after shaking hands with the men in the middle, go to his team, and they will be awaiting. They've got the stumps, they're just awaiting. Bring it on, bring it on. Yes, that's where it's meant to be. Bring it on, keep it there. And this belongs to us. But yeah, what a feeling. Just superb how they've dominated the tournament. Also, want to have a word here for all the support staff. They have also contributed. Sometimes they are behind the scenes. The coach, the physio, the trainer, the analyst. You don't get to see them much on the ground. But here they are all together in one frame. And this will be in the living room of all these men for a very long time. It was very difficult to win the D.B. Deodhar Trophy, and they've done it in style, undefeated in the group stage, and in the final also a pretty one-sided victory.